So you want a grant to buy a house. Well, here you go. Elevate. It's a DPA program, down payment assistance program. FTHB is first time home buyer. You do not have to be a first time home buyer to get into this program. However, if you are a first time home buyer, there are no income limits. Now, if you're not a first time home buyer and you want to take advantage of DPA, down payment assistance, there are other programs out there that have no income limits, whether you're a first time home buyer or not. They're going to give you 3% towards your down payment. After you make 6 payments, that 3% goes away. You never pay it back. 3% of what, Daryl? 3% of the purchase price. $600,000 will give you $18,000 towards your down payment. Minimum FICO score is 620, 1 to 4 units. This is my favorite part about this program, guys. You can get 2 to 4 units. Everyone's first home should be multifamily, by the way. Go look at my other videos. I'm not going to go crazy on that, but get multi. Your first home, there's no reason for you to be getting the shiny, sexy single family residence first. Go multifamily first. Let your tenants pay the bulk of the mortgage first. Later, 5, 6, 7 years later, then you go get your single family, but utilize this program to get multifamily. Don't waste this DPA program on a stupid single family residence. But if that's what you want to buy, I'll help you do it anyway. You'll have to take an online education course. Most DPA programs require it. Your debt to income ratio on a conventional loan cannot exceed 50%. Debt to income ratio is simply, hey, what are your debts against your income? First thing I'm going to ask you when we get on the phone is what's the maximum monthly mortgage payment that you do not want to exceed? This drives the entire train, guys. Without that number, we're stuck. So I need that number. That's going to help me structure a game plan for you. So we're assuming that you don't want to go over a $3,000 payment. That $1,000 figure you're seeing is your proposed monthly debts. So your monthly debts are what's on your credit report plus any alimony or things of that nature. But almost always what's on your credit report, right? So auto loans, student loans, credit cards, personal loans, just the minimum monthly payment is all we care about. We're going to add that together. $3,000 plus $1,000 equals $4,000. That's the monthly debt that we're now going to weigh against your income. Assuming you're a 6-figure earner, that would be $83.33 a month. So we're going to divide 4,000 into 83.33. That gives us 0.88. Move that decimal place over twice. We have a 48% debt to income ratio. Congratulations, it's time for you to go house hunting. Yay! These are all of the eligible properties you can buy: single family, condo, townhome. MFR is manufactured home, not on leased land. That's a totally different type of loan. There's no down payment assistance for those type of loans. Leased land means you're going to have space rent. You'll see those typically in mobile parks. But again, guys, 2 to 4 units. Don't waste your DPA money on any of these. But again, I'll help you if that's the route you want to go. But guys, I'm telling you, look, your neighbors can write off mortgage interest with all of these properties. You get the 2 to 4 unit, you'll be able to write off mortgage interest just like your neighbors, but you're also writing off property taxes, home insurance. You got this fun thing called depreciation. All of that's going to lower your tax liability. You're giving yourself a pay raise when you go multifamily, and you still have appreciation just like your neighbors, but you also have rent coming in. It's how you keep your payments low. I showed you a $3,000 payment earlier. Guys, in California, that's tough. People who tell me they don't want to pay more than $2,000, $2,500, I'm like, well, you got to go multifamily. So multifamily. Oh, because this is a conventional loan, with multifamily, you don't have to worry about the self-sufficiency test. Here's how the FHA self-sufficiency test works. It's only for 3 to 4 units. And by units, guys, I mean duplex, triplex, fourplex. All right, so if it's 3 to 4 units, these are your rents for each unit. The underwriter is going to add up all the rents, even the unit that you're going to occupy. By the way, DPA is for primary residences only. So you will be occupying one of these units. They're going to add those up. They're going to chop that number up by 75%. 75% of the gross rents have to cover the mortgage payment. Now, if you're buying a 4-unit property in LA, it's going to be over $1 million. The mortgage payment will exceed $6,000. It will not pass the self-sufficiency test. But because this DPA program is conventional has no self-sufficiency test, so you never have to worry about that. By the way, I'm in California, guys, so I'm going to say California a lot, but this is a national program and I do business in multiple states. So don't let the California verbiage scare you, and don't let these prices and payments scare you either, but this is California. It's pretty typical. So how much money do you need? Anywhere from $0 to $40,000. Daryl, I thought this was down payment assistance. It is. Everyone's scenario is different. Every home has its own costs associated with it. Everyone's going to need a deposit. I can tell you that. Your deposit's going to usually be anywhere from usually 1% of the purchase price, right? If you have a $500,000 purchase price, 1% of that would be $5,000. Some of the way these can work out sometimes, guys, you may get that back. You may get a massive seller credit. You may get a massive lender credit on top of down payment assistance. This is how you end up paying zero out of pocket. So when you hear the term buy with zero down or nothing out of pocket, this is how it happens. But you're still going to need some upfront money. You're going to need an appraisal. You're going to need a home inspection, all that fun stuff, right? Now, the reason I have 40K there is if your properties, remember, I'm in California, guys. If we're in the 1.2 range and you only get down payment, or even just, I would say $1 million, maybe a little bit more, somewhere in there, right? You can easily have closing costs of $40,000, right? Could be lower, could be higher. So this number gets pinned down specifically toward your scenario. I've had one or two this year, one or two clients who used DPA where they didn't, no, just one, where she didn't have to come out of pocket at all. The down payment assistance covered the down payment. It wasn't this program. It wasn't the Elevate program. By the way, guys, this isn't my favorite program. I just get asked about grant programs a lot, and I'm showing you a grant program. But keep in mind, there's over 2,000 programs in the U.S. I'm showing you guys one, right? But she used a different program. It was called Boost. She got down payment assistance. There were some lender credits there to help with closing costs. And then she got a big seller credit as well. Seller credit works like this. If your closing costs are $15,000 and you get a seller credit of $15,000, congratulations, you have no closing costs. So DPA can work like that, and it cannot work like that. But rest assured, 3% with this program doesn't come out of your pocket no matter what. I forgot to mention, on 2 to 4 units, you're going to need 5% down. All right, on multifamily. This program covers 3. You're gonna have to come up with the other 2. Don't let that freak you out. I have other programs that will allow DPA up to 4 units that will also cover 5%, 3.5%. The list goes on and on and on. So now you know the basics. If you really want this dialed in and something catered to you, there should be a link in my bio or something. You'll find me if you want to talk to me. If you can put a mortgage on it, chances are I can do it.